Hello everybody. So this is the jig that is used to take a communicator from Next Generation. This is a casting out of the original mold. This is actually a very old piece. But basically what I'm trying to show, because I've been asked a lot, is how did you end up putting the recess in the back of the communicator? Well, I made this jig so that I could be consistent with the size and the depth of the recess for the Velcro. So what you would do with this particular jig is you would take the communicator and stick it into the wedge toward the front and then close that down, and then end up putting this other wedge in so that it's holding this down so it can't pop up and down. And that's what this piece is here. These are both brass plates that have been slightly bent so they have a little bit of spring to them. So once this was set up this way, I would take a Dremel, just a standard Dremel, but I would take it with the small router attachment, which I don't have because that one broke about 10 years ago from being used too much. The router base was round, so it would sit into this, inside of this frame here, and you would simply go down and shave into or mill into the surface of the communicator here on the back, and you would simply go from one side to the other and up, down, and so on. And what that would do, it would give you the frame at which you would not go past. So it's all contained within the surfaces of the sides and everything. And then you would just come back and mill everything else in between out. Before, the very first ones of these were done by hand in the first season. And you would be holding them in your hand with the Dremel and then try and make a slot that was kind of nice enough to put a piece of Velcro in, but they didn't always turn out all that nice. So I built this jig, I believe, in the second season, so all of them became more consistent with the rectangle inset. I also installed a vacuum connector so that as I'm making this, I'm not completely covering my desk and stuff. I do remember at one point putting this in a big trash bag with the vacuum, because even with this, with a big shop vac, it still didn't suck in all of the debris that the router would create. So once it was done, I would simply slide one of these out and pull the communicator out. We were ready to start finishing and painting the communicator. I will be doing another set of videos on the individual communicators and who made them. But for this video, I just wanted that we could get a perfect rectangle for Velcro on the backs of the communicators. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like